Well, hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I get some cleaning done around my house. This season of my life is busy. The cleaning, the cooking, the homework, the endless piles of laundry. It can really feel relentless sometimes. And I'm just showing you around my house, like all the little things everywhere. It's not like a big mess. It's all those little things. The dirt on the ground, the broken toy, the treasure box that should be somewhere else, and everything's scattered about. Some days it feels like I'm cleaning the same mess over and over and over again. And it can be discouraging if I only focus on what's undone. But, when I take a step back and remind myself the reason behind these messes, like, okay, I'm guilty of it. You just saw my shoes, like I leave some of my messes around too because, well, you know why, okay? But when I take a step back, I remind myself that these messes mean that life is happening here. It means my kids are growing, they're playing, they're eating, they're learning. And it's not just about the clean house. It's about cleaning a space where my family feels cared for and loved. And that's the underlying goal, right? One day, I know my house will be quiet and the toys won't be scattered everywhere. And while I'll probably enjoy the peace, I know that part of me will miss the signs of a full, bustling home. It kind of brings tears to my eyes, just like saying it out loud. I wasn't expecting that. I know this sentiment and I say it often. I think about it often. Like one day I'll have a clean home and that's magazine worthy. I mean, really, who knows, but a cleaner home. And even with that, I'm like, well, by the time my kids are grown, how short will that season of my life be before I get grandkids all up in here again, So anyway, it kind of made me tear up thinking about that. Because sometimes I think about it, I have little kids. I've got a 2-year-old, I've got a 14-year-old. So I see the spectrum of like my 14-year-old can keep her things pretty tidy. She doesn't need me as often. And one day, like, it's the whole adage of you can't see the forest through the trees. It's like everything's so thick right now. It just feels like Groundhog's Day every single day. I'm cooking, I'm making food for everyone, I'm cleaning, I'm doing the whole rigmarole every single day. And so instead of looking at it as chores, I try to think of it as like tending to the life we're building here in my mind. That's like, a perspective shift is what everyone's talking about. So if you're in the thick of it too, I just want you to know that I'm right there with you and we're all just figuring it out one load of laundry at a time, one sink of dishes at a time, even though we have to clean the dishes like 100 times a day. And there's probably more than one load of laundry that you need to throw in. I'm actually kind of feel like, I know I say this, you probably heard me say it before, but I feel like I'm getting a handle on things. And I also feel like, knock on wood, right when I say that is when like 100 things pop up in my life unexpectedly. And I'm like, it throws a wrench in the whole thing, but I'm kind of staying on top of laundry, kind of staying on top of stuff. Obviously, it's not perfect. And if we have unexpected guests, which happens literally every day, I'm like, this is just our life. Yeah, it's messy. And what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? Not be my friend. That's cool too. So it doesn't have to be perfect. A clean enough space, a simple dinner, a load of laundry folded late at night. It all counts. A lot of times it's early in the morning for me. Like I'll wake up early and 10 minutes. It'll just take me to go through the load. What I've been liking doing lately is setting the laundry. Alex does this too. Is we'll put a load in at night and then set it to start at like 4:30 in the morning. So then when I wake up, I can switch it over. But then whatever laundry is inevitably still in the dryer from the day before, I'll sort it. And I'm trying to do that. So rather than having a pile of Everest of clothes that need to be sorted and folded and put away, I just have baskets that are sorted and ready to put away. Be put away. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? If you've seen my laundry room, you understand. So I have to give myself some grace. I hope you do the same thing because some days I do more, some days I do less. And that's okay because you never know. Like for us, our schedule is ever changing. We have a bunch of stuff on the calendar that is, it's not the same every single day, every single week. So I have to just be like, you know what? This is it. And I'm doing my best. And that's what I try to tell myself. There are those moments though, where I get overwhelmed and I see all the crumbs on the floor and you'll see the the stuff that I show you today, like I bear all of my skeletons for you because, and some people might think that I live in squalor, and that's cool too, but I eventually get to it, and it's a team effort over here. It's not just me on this particular day. Yeah, I did a lot of it, but the kids and Alex, they were doing other things to help out as well, like outside or inside their own rooms, their own space. You get what I'm trying to say. So it is always a team effort. It has to be when you have a larger family. But those little messes, they do end up piling up, and the crumbs on the floor aren't cute, and it's temporary. So that's what I try to remind myself. So if you're picking your house up today with me, remember, it's not just about cleaning, it's about love. It's about love in action, and that's something I think that's worth the effort. Okay, at least that's what I'm telling myself. So you saw me throw some food in the crock pot, and that's because I took the meat out, I think the night before. I've been trying to do that. I'm not very good about it. But even if I put it in the sink to thaw it out while, I'll do it in the morning and come home from the gym and try to throw it in the crock pot or, do something with it. Just make sure I have something ready for dinner in mind, even if it's something as simple as pulled pork on a sandwich and then just some fruit. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, and maybe like green beans, like or broccoli. We always have that in the freezer. So it doesn't always have to be like a new recipe to try. Like as long as my family is fed, and honestly, like the second box for me to check off is as long as we're not going through the drive-through, because honestly, through summertime, we had been doing that more often than I want to. We used to eat out like once a month, like, drive-through. And we're doing that more often lately. Oh, I found these apples, by the way. Oh my gosh, this was like 4 days after. No, maybe not 4, maybe a couple of days. Okay. But soccer season has started up. So I'll pack a little bag with snacks to keep the little ones occupied. And, if they need a snack, but, because it's hot outside, they're running around the field too. The ones that aren't playing soccer. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I'll pack a snack, I'll pack some water, I'll pack a bag. That was the bag that I packed this time. And they were both eating apples, and I don't have like a garbage bag. So that's something I need to try to make sure that I bring next time. Sometimes I'm good about it, but most of the time I don't bring a garbage bag. Ugh. How simple is it? Just grab a little bag, put it in the big bag, and use it as a garbage bag. But I never do it. I always forget. Even when like the night before, I'll be like, oh, don't forget XYZ. And then the morning comes, nope, no recollection of it whatsoever. And I'm like, ah. So remind me next time. You know what else is something that I have been forgetting is my yoga mat. Guys, I bought a yoga mat. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go back and look at the exact date that I bought it. I don't even know if I can. I guess I have the app on my phone. I got it from Target, like I want to say a year ago. Okay. It has been sitting in my closet, and every day I walk into the gym and I think, oh, forgot it again. Like every single day, not every day, but whenever I go to the gym 4/5 times a week in the morning, I stinking forget it. So place your bets right now. I'm going to purchase history. Pretty sure I bought it in store, and I'm just going to type in a yoga. Wait, Yogalicious? No, man, I just need a yoga mat. I have been on the hunt for, oh my gosh, my eyesight is absolutely terrible. Okay, well, good news. I think it's in February. No, it says I got like bathing suits. What? Please hold. This is dumb. Okay, I actually did get it in February. I'm looking it up right now. I got confused because it was like, oh, returns completed, and then it has my full order. I'm like, surely I didn't return everything. No, I returned 2 bathing suits. Remember when I bought those in February? And they didn't fit. Well, they fit me, but like the bum coverage was non-existent. And I was like, you know what? I'm not comfortable. So why am I going to do this? And actually, I went to Adventure Island the other day with Alex just as a day date. And I took a video, but I never posted to Instagram. The amount of videos I film with intentions of posting it to Instagram, but never actually post it, endless. Okay. Hey, let's put a pin on that conversation. Remind me about bathing suits, and I actually almost forgot what I was talking about. Oh, bum coverage. But this, I'm going through. I'm like, okay, I need to put something in the diffuser. That's how I feel. Like the house, it's such a vibe, just smelling something refreshing and delicious. I'm going through my Magic Candle Company fragrance oils, hashtag non-spawns, never have been. They don't even know exist. But these are my autumn scents, and I'm so glad that I have some. I have some on a shelf in my bedroom. I went through those first, and I was like, oh, I don't have any autumn scents. No, they're all in this drawer because they're some of my favorites, and I diffuse them often. So this diffuser, one, is broken. Like the shell of it is broken. Functionally, it's still okay. I got it on clearance from Target like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago at this point. I do like it. It turns out it only runs for like 4 hours or something. It's got a 4-hour runtime, which is whatever. But the one in my office that I got from Amazon for a hefty penny, I want to say it was like $50 or something. It's beautiful. And I got it, 2-3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And what am I doing? Oh, I'm going on a little field trip to Eleanor's room because I remembered, I'm falling over a little bit here. Okay. Gotta get a handle on things. So I remembered, I bought Eleanor a diffuser. So I'm going to use that one because the one in my office broke. I don't know what's going on. I kind of hear the motor running, but it's not working. It hasn't worked in like months. And I've been dragging my feet. I don't want to buy a new one because it's a pretty penny. And I knew I got one for Eleanor. She has yet to set it up. I'm not sure if she cares that much about it. So it's always in the last place I looked. I looked all over her bedroom, opened every drawer, and I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. No. And then I used my noggin and remembered, I must have put it in here. So you know what? It's always in the last place you look, isn't it? This is the broken one. I love it so much. I wish I could figure out how to fix it. I've given it a little pat, a little bang. Nothing's working. I'm trying to do it again. I just given one last hoorah. I was like, oh, come on, just fix yourself. I've tried to clean it endlessly. I don't know if I cleaned it too hard or put a scrub brush in it too. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if someone paid me $1 million, but then if someone did pay me $1 million, I'd just buy a new one, right? Anyway, so I end up putting this one in here, and it is hot pink. I forgot that I got her a hot pink one, but for now it'll work. Just because, it functions and it works. So I put some fragrance oils in there. If you are, I hit you. If you're looking to get some autumn scents, I'm trying to grab them all over here. The Magic Candle Company. Oh, I need my magnifying glass, you guys. Magic Candle Company has amazing fragrance oils. It's supposed to smell like Disney. I don't know, Disney inspired, if you will. So if you're a Disney fanatic, you'll probably understand it more than I will. But I just like them because I think they smell good. Some more than others. Okay. But for the autumn scents, my favorite is Pumpkin King. And then I really like Hocus Pocus. I like Poison Apple. Haunted is really nice. It has like a smokiness to it. It's like a haunted, not like a musk, but it's very unique and I really, really like it. What else do they have? Oh, they have Autumn on Main Street. Let me open this one up. Poison Apple, did I say that one? That one's very apple-y. Autumn on Main reminds me of like a classic Yankee Candle or like Bath and Body Works, like autumn candle. It's very fragranced. And those are my top fave. They also have something mouse waffles. I don't know. It's too mapley for me. Those are my top ones. They have more autumn scents and they have deals all the time. So if you're looking for them, I don't know, wait for a deal. I always do. Anyway, what was I saying about bathing suits? Okay, so the bum coverage. So I was getting dressed, we were trying to go to Adventure Island and, hold on, I just got a text. And I was going to wear a different bathing suit than I normally wear because I was like, we don't have the kids with us and I don't have to worry about being exposed, bending over and, doing all the gymnastic stuff when you have a bunch of bags and kids to carry, So I was like, maybe I can wear one of my cuter suits. I put it on and I love it so much, but the bum coverage is almost non-existent. And I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable in this. So I ended up taking it off and just wearing a classic of mine. But it's why am I keeping things in my closet that I don't wear? I don't know. I am going through a lot of that. I guess it's almost been a year since I've decluttered my closet. So that yearly declutter mark is coming along. And I know some people are like, oh, you just shop to declutter. No, man, I shop and get new clothes because I'm trying to figure out my style. I'm trying to figure out who I am. I'm going through an identity crisis. I feel like every day of my life, especially if, and you will understand this if you are postpartum. And I know like I'm not newly postpartum and my little list one is almost 3. So you'd think like I'd get my crap together by now, but I honestly think we're all just trying to figure it out. And especially for me, like I'm not going to try to compare myself to other people's circumstances. And by the way, yes, Russell Dickerson is blaring on the radio. I was listening to a podcast and I was like, what the heck am I doing? I need to get in the mood. I need to get in the cleaning spirit. I need to get some good vibes up in here. And you know, the best way to do that is to throw on some Russell Dickerson and jam the heck out and try to forget what you're doing, disassociate just a little bit and just get stuff done, you know, have a little bit of fun doing it. And it feels so good to listen to whatever music that you enjoy. Just do it. That's the biggest reset for me is if I'm in a mood or a funk or whatever, I will throw on some music depending on my mood. I'll pick something, you know, mostly these days, Russell Dickerson, because you know, we're going to see him in concert, right? Okay. You're coming with me. Is that the plan? Got it. Can't wait. It's actually going to be amazing. So anyway, I threw that on. I forgot what I was talking about before. My clothes. Yeah. Okay. I read the other day that it takes a woman like 2 years to feel like herself again. 2 years, like 2 full years postpartum after having a baby. Like it takes 2 years. And that's for me, like for us, when the baby is a little bit more independent. I say baby, but toddler, obviously. And for me, like 3 years old, this is typically when I would have another baby. Like that was my pattern for 15 years. And I feel like it's been 15 years. Like who am I even? I don't even know. So I'm just trying to figure it all out. And I just one day at a time, one item of clothing at a time. Oh yeah. And then I figure out, oh, I like this style or, oh, I like this one, but I don't really wear it that often. Like dresses, like I love dresses, but it just doesn't, I don't really wear them often, you know? So I got rid of a lot of dresses last time. So I'm just, and also my size has fluctuated a ton up and down over the past 15 years. So anyway, I will declutter my closet. That's what's been on my mind. And also I want to digitize it, but then I'm like, I don't know, am I going to waste my time doing that? Will I ever use the digitized program? Let me know if you have a digitized wardrobe. And here's the second part of that. Do you use it? Do you utilize it to its fullest potential? Was it worth your time? Because that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, oh, I could do it, but will I care enough? Anyway, what have you been up to lately? What's on your to-do list? What's something that's exciting? Tell me something that's like good that you're looking forward to, or an accomplishment that you made or something. I'd love to hear about it. I think we need more of that. Let's focus on that, right? We have been busy with all the sports activities. They all seem to like start at the same week. So when that and like, it's exciting. Wentworth had his first soccer game. He scored a goal, which was incredible. He is our soccer superstar. And when life gets busy, hold on, let me try to think about what it said, but I saw a reel that was like, if you're waiting for life to slow down, you'll be waiting forever. So sometimes the magic is in the middle of the mess. And it said something else about, hold on, something about like nostalgia, like what feels like chaos now will one day feel like nostalgia. I think it was something like that. And oh my gosh, because you always hear people say like, oh, I wish I could go back to when my kids were that little, or, oh, you're going to miss those days, or, you're going to miss this, and, like all this stuff, right? But when you're in the thick of it, you're like, oh, is this what I'll be missing? All the meltdowns? Is this all the stuff to clean? All the dishes all the meals to cook? You know what I mean? So all of that. No, of course, they don't mean that. They mean the fun. They mean the innocence and all of that. So just take a deep breath, because they're right. it is fleeting and it doesn't last forever. And we have a good reminder of that in our older kids and what's, pros and cons, because obviously different seasons of life. And I sometimes feel like, oh my gosh, I did so many more things with my older kids than I'm doing with my little ones right now. Like when my older ones were the younger ones' ages, I was like, we had an outing once a day, and now, a couple times a week. But even then, it's because we're bogged down by like all of the other things that we're doing in life to accommodate our other children. So I just have to tell myself, this is the life that we chose, and it's amazing and awesome. And man, I hope we do our best in it. I feel like time's going so fast. Like Costco already has Christmas out. Pumpkin spice is already out. It's almost Halloween, essentially. Back to school literally hit me like a freight train this year with like homework and papers, schedules. And why does it feel like a second job? It's a lot to manage, just being like a household manager and making sure everything and everyone is like where they need to be and have all the things that they should have and all that stuff, right? So anyway, can you even believe that Costco rolled out Christmas, by the way? Or are you the type of gal that drinks pumpkin spice? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had one. And I feel like, I don't know if I would like that kind of drink, like that style. Maybe it's just the hotness. Maybe I don't like the hot, but I do love hot cocoa. I'm waiting for hot cocoa season to roll around. I feel like it's right around the corner. Trader Joe's still, I called them this morning. They said they had a few. Oh my gosh, my legs are so itchy. Whatever leggings I'm wearing, ugh. I must have washed them like 100 years ago in like detergent that doesn't agree with my skin. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I called Trader Joe's. They do not have. Well, they said they had a few fall things. It's like, I need the whole store to be stocked. I need pumpkins in the entrance. Okay, I need that place to smell like cinnamon and spice and everything nice. I need to be able to buy some gingerbread mug huggers. Okay, I need the squash mac and cheese. It's like all of these things are necessities before I can begin the fall season. I keep putting off my fall decorate with me or fall, decorate, cook, whatever. It's fall vibes, whatever the heck I call it. I don't even know anymore. I don't even care. But I keep putting it off. I'm like, oh, in my mind, I need the Trader Joe's things. But do I? Nah, I probably don't. I should probably do that today and just get it done, because every time I walk in my front door, I'm like, oh, this place is a mess. I've got dead flowers. I've got leftover 4th of July welcome board, and that's about all I did for 4th of July. I'll tell you what. We didn't even, gosh, this summer was so weird. Wasn't it weird? For me, anyway, for us over here. And I can't put a finger on it. I mean, there were so many things that were different for us this year than in previous years. So we didn't have like what's it called? Not the routine. What's it called when you do something every year? Traditions. We didn't have the traditions. What's that thing called? Oh my gosh. Hey, forget about summer, okay? I'm into all things cozy and fall and soups and casseroles and warm and toasty and bread and more bread. Ooh, have you been to Panera lately? Avelina told me we were looking at a list of things, and who knows how true this is, but we were looking at like the healthiest fast food places. Apparently Panera is like close to the top. I want to say number 1, but that just doesn't seem right. Alex does not like it. He thinks it's like hospital food. And I'm like, bring me to whatever hospital is serving Panera food. Okay, and I'll break my leg. Make sure I'm in there for a while. All right. Free food and rest. Don't threaten me with a good time. Anyway, Panera was on there. Have you guys heard of Kava? Apparently, it's newer in my area, or newer to me. I don't know. I've never seen it before. And Eleanor keeps talking about it. I feel like I did tell you guys about it. Well, I need to make a girls' day. I need to make a day and just go out with the girls and eat the food we've been talking about. There's one place Avelina's never been, and she brings it up all the time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we should go there. And I just forgot what it was. We were talking about it, I want to say yesterday. And I was like, oh, yeah. But then there's so many good ones in the area too. You know what? I think the issue is, which is a non-issue, But it's the fact that there are so many restaurants, like so many popping up. I've never even heard of these places before, which is good. You know, a lot of chains around our area are going under. And there's a new place that's popping up. I forgot the name of it. It's got to be Italian, but they're not open yet. And I feel like we should go there. We should go there when they open, right? Mark it on my calendar. Oh my goodness, the fall to-do list. What's that called? A fall bucket list? Have you made one? Are you on top of it? Because I am not. Maybe I don't even know if I have poster board. Okay, I'm putting that on my, where's my phone? I'm putting it on my list of things to do for the fall video, which should be on there anyway. I feel like I do it every year. Fall bucket list is the main bucket list. I feel like we get so much done in fall because the weather is so nice. Well, typically, right? And I should say that because it's starting to feel like fall and it's still 90 degrees here. So like for us, even a 5-degree difference is a big difference. It's that humidity, you know? Anyway, this spot has been on the wall, I don't know, at least a month. And I walk by it and the kids cleaned up the mess on the wall and this was unable to get cleaned. And I was like, okay, whatever. It must be like acrylic paint or something. And then, a few people have tried to clean it is the moral of my story. And you know what? It just needed a mother's touch. I was like, lo and behold, it is able to come off of the wall. They tried to use magic erasers and all kinds of different things. I just sprayed some bleach. Maybe that was the magic potion that it needed. Just some bleach in there and it was good to go. So I scrubbed a little bit of elbow grease. I think that's also the missing ingredient from maybe what they weren't using before. So I don't even know where it came from. I don't know how it got on the walls, but such is life, okay? And you know what I was watching the other day, or it came up on my feed, and it was like, this is the life. This is like little tidbits of her house, of just some I don't even know. I don't follow her, whatever. But she took a video of places in her house. She's like, this is what a real house looks like. But she had one of those houses that was, curated and looked perfect and like looked magazine worthy. You know what I mean? And so she took us around like literally little snippets. And she's like, the baseboards on the corners are all scuffed up. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Same. And I can't forget the other details in the video, but that one apparently really resonated with me. And I was like, do people paint their baseboards regularly? Because especially the corners, like the high traffic areas, I'm like, these things get scuffed up a year after we moved in. And we're not, I guess sometimes we're crazy hard on them. Like our kids will bring their bikes in the house, like the little ones anyway, And I'm like, have at it, like have fun. And of course, that's not typical. Like if it's 100 degrees outside with the humidity 1,000, I'm like, yeah, ride your bike around the house. I don't even care. But if it's nice outside, obviously we're going to go outside. I feel like in general, we spend a lot of time outside, but especially during the cooler months. And when I was cleaning this day, I was reminded, I want to say, wait, what month is it? September. Okay, a couple more months. When we moved into this house, it was early November. We opened all the doors, opened all the windows. Like, it was magic. And I'm telling you, we didn't run the AC until February. But since then, I'm like, that must have been a strike of a miracle because it hasn't been the same since. And it could also be that like we had a baby, so I didn't really want the doors open. It was too cold. And then he was mobile and I was like, I don't want to chase him outside. You know what I mean? So just different circumstances have kept the door shut for us for one reason or another. We still open them, but not nearly as much as we did when we moved in. Literally every single day we had it all wide open and it was amazing and I loved it so much. So hopefully that is what I look forward to, is like just letting the house breathe, like opening up the windows and just smelling that crisp air. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. I came out here, I think we were having people over. You can see the lawn guys going out back. They were mowing the lawn. I was tidying up and we did have a few people over this day and we played Mulkey, if you've never heard that. I actually won a game, which is unheard of. I've never won in my entire life of playing the game Mulkey, Molkky. It is like a Swedish game or Scandinavian, something like that. I can't remember. Oh, we went to a birthday party one time and they were playing it, and the kids can play too. Adults, kids, it's a game for everyone. And my husband came home because he went to the birthday party, and he's like, they had this really cool game, and he ordered it right away. And then we play it every once in a while, but we've been playing it more lately. So that was really fun, and we had a little barbecue, so I knew people would kind of be hanging out outside. I should have turned those pillows around because those tags are driving me nuts. Like, who am I? The tags are driving me nuts. If they weren't white, I wouldn't care. But obviously, I didn't really care because I didn't do anything about it, But I just wanted to give this space a good wipe down because we were about to use it, and people don't want to eat where there's raccoon poop. You know what I mean? Like the raccoons walk all over this thing. And have you ever seen a raccoon in real life? Because prior to moving in this house, no, I've never seen them with my own bare eyes. I've heard of them. I've seen pictures of them. I've seen cartoon clips of that. No, the raccoons that we have are huge. They're bears. They're little cubs. And then, oh my gosh, I can remember distinctly. I woke up early one morning. I think I was either pregnant or had just had a baby, or I don't even know. Just decided to wake up early one day. Woke up early, so it was still really dark outside, like 5 a.m., something like that. And I sat on the couch, looked out in our back, literally a raccoon just hanging out. And I was terrified. It was huge. And it was so close to me. Obviously, we had our sliding glass doors, so it wasn't a threat, you know what I mean? But oh my gosh, I'll never forget how big it was. And we made the mistake of leaving food out in the garbage can, but the garbage can was accessible, you know what I mean? It didn't have a lid on it. So that's what he was after. And it was a lesson learned. Okay. So I don't see them as much anymore. We still see them out in the distance, but they don't, I say that. I don't know what the heck kind of animals. We have frogs too, really big frogs that come out. It's just nature, and I'm just not a nature kind of gal, I'm a glamper. Actually, I don't even glamp, okay? No camping for me, no glamping for me. Alex and I talked about it one time. We did have a camping thing at our house, I don't know, a year or two ago. Are you guys campers? Do you camp? Do you enjoy it? I feel like the weather here just is not it for a camping lifestyle. You got to go somewhere else to camp. It's too humid. It's too hot. During the winter months, sure, a couple times. Why not? I think that's when we had a bonfire and we brought out the projector and we, did a little bit of that, made s'mores and that kind of thing. And the kids invited a few friends over, and that was fun for them. I came inside and slept on my bed, But they had camping stuff. I was like, hey, if you want to, that's cool. Good for you. But I don't understand. If there's a bed available, I'm going to sleep on it, Anyway, also AC/heat, Okay, I'm making a little bit of food. I just told you we were having a little barbecue. I got this thing for the summer party and never used it. And it was today's the day. It's perfect condiment container. I got it. I feel like Hobby Lobby. I'm sure Amazon sells it too. But it holds ice at the bottom. So whatever you put in it keeps the food cold. And I just put in the toppings to a hamburger, and I've never shredded lettuce for a hamburger topping, but it wouldn't fit in otherwise. And I should have put sauerkraut in there, but whatever. It's an afterthought. So I just got a tomato, lettuce, I put pickles and onions, and that was pretty much it. But I thought this container was so stinking cute. Of course I need to use it. And endless possibilities. I got to Pinterest some possibilities because I'm not very creative, but I have something similar. It's on a much smaller scale for when we do the ice cream board, or I think even when we do s'mores, I might bring it out. And I put sprinkles on it. I put, I don't know, little candies that you sprinkle on ice cream. Sprinkles? Did I say sprinkles? Why is that the only thing I can think of? Mini Reese's, M&Ms, mini M&Ms, little crushed up waffle cones. You know what I mean? It's just a fun time. Yeah, I don't think we had an ice cream board this summer. See what I mean? It was just weird. It was a weird time. If I could go back and redo it, I'm not sure what I would do differently. I would do my best, just like I did. I don't know why it was so weird. It was really off. It feels really off. And maybe it just feels that way because I keep saying that it was. But that's life sometimes. And you just move on. For me, anyway, I just gotta, well, that happened and let's move on and make sure that next summer is better. I don't know. Better is subjective, but you know what I mean. If you ask my kids, I feel like they had a wonderful summer. It was just off. That's all I can say about it. Anyway, here's to hoping this fall feels a lot better. I have a lot of fall-inspired recipes I'm so pumped to make. I have a list of the printouts right here. I actually made a few yesterday, so you'll see that in an upcoming video. I need to figure that situation out. And then maybe I'll make some more today if I decorate my house, and then you'll see that soon. It's just fall, an explosion of fall. I'm pumped for it. Is fall your favorite season, or could you care less? I don't know. Do you like Christmas? Summer? I feel like if we lived anywhere else, summer would probably be our favorite. Also, I love summer. I love them all. I don't think I have a favorite. I'm actually really bad at making decisions and picking favorites. Like, I don't really have a favorite color, but I'm forced to just say, oh, green. Yeah, because people ask. I'm like, oh, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a color that I choose. I don't know if I necessarily have one. It depends on my day. It depends on my mood. Am I alone in that? Or am I just fickle? What happened in my childhood to make me this way and not be able to make a decision like that? To me, it just seems like, who cares? Like, it seems so unimportant. Why would I waste my time trying to decide what my favorite color is? Or is it that I don't care about my own thoughts and feelings, that I just dismiss them? Like, why would anyone care what my favorite color is? Who cares? It's not even important, So something to dive a little deeper into. Hey, what's your favorite color? I would implore you to pick one and maybe dig a little deeper. Maybe I should do that, right? If you think you don't have one. Does everyone have a favorite color? I don't know if that's the case either. I don't have a favorite anything. Except for my husband. I do have a favorite husband. Anyway, I have cut up some zucchini, and I've moved on to making jalapeno poppers. Very simple, very easy. A block of cream cheese and a handful of shredded cheese. Blend that together with my new hand mixer. If you saw my fall haul, you saw that I got a new hand mixer. Very pumped about it. Very excited. Very chic. Feeling good. Feeling right. Like all is right with the world again. Anyway, mix that together, and then I pipe it into the jalapenos. And then I roll it up in a piece of bacon. And I will tell you, I don't know if I did it the right way. I don't know. I cut the bacon in half, and I just feel like the bacon was kind of falling like that. I think that was my mistake. Like doing a whole thing of what do they call that? A whole line of bacon, a whole strip of it. That's the move. Okay. Don't cut it in half. Don't skimp on the bacon. Actually, Alex had sent me a text the other day. He's like, don't eat any more bacon. It's actually really bad for us, apparently. And like, I'm talking cancer causing, like nothing good. He's all into the Yuka app lately. And I don't know if he didn't get it off the Yuka app, but maybe that sparked why he like went down the rabbit hole of learning about bacon. But anyway, I used up what we had and wrapped these little beauties in bacon. I did make a mistake. I cut them in half. I'm telling you, keep it whole, wrap it around the whole jalapeno, and make sure, because mine was like unraveling around it. They were still good. They tasted good. I personally don't like that much filling in each jalapeno, but that's just me. I don't like a lot of that mush, but everyone else said that they were good. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. Are you tired? You know what? I feel like I need to just drink some more water. That's what I need to do. I had a busy day today. There's no time to be tired. Tired is a mindset. There's no time for nonsense. No time to get sick either. Take your vitamins is all I'm saying. I really do feel like, well, knock on wood again, if I'm going to do that. No one in our house has gotten like back to school germs or anything like that. I'm so pumped about. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? This is not a drill. I feel like Wolfgang maybe got a little bit of something one night, but then he was fine. So I don't know, fingers crossed. I've been taking my vitamins. I feel like they have helped a ton. So that's my tip to you. Here is the pulled pork. Literally just put a little bit of barbecue sauce on that and it was done. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. If you want to subscribe for more, it's free. Stick around, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.